but I'm looking forward to seeing it. This means that with Consulate getting played last night, the only map that we have not played this season is Chalet, which is disappointing. It's disappointing. I'd like to see Chalet getting played, but the Xbox team's just not feeling it, I guess. They just don't have the strats ready. Now, let's go into the bans. Defensive team always bans first. That is Athena. Oni will be starting on attack in regulation and overtime if we get there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Thatcher or Maverick ban. We are going to get the Maverick ban. Very, very good. Maverick, strongest operator, I think, to ban on this map. I've seen some streaming going on today of Clubhouse, Bank, and Coastline on the test server. And I've got to say, the changes to Clubhouse look really nice. Bar and stock looked interesting. Possible viable bomb site now. And then you've got the fact that they've opened up the alleyway so that you can get from construction through to the kennels directly without having to go through the building, which looks like a really nice addition. I think there's some glitch where a wall is supposed to be hard, but it's actually soft, which is causing a problem with spawn peaks, but that should be fixed if it is genuinely a glitch. Second ban is going to be Ace, so mainly important hard breaches being taken out of play here. Hibana will be used probably in most rounds because you will be needing her on this map without Ace and Maverick in play, that is for sure. Mira being taken out of commission too. Very strong, obviously, for gym and bedroom. So that's going to make gym and bedroom just a little bit more, I was going to say unviable. Is that a word? Non-viable? You can still play it. It's just not as easy without a mirror. That's for sure. Clash is going to be the last ban coming out from Athena, and I'll be honest, that's not the first time we've seen them ban Clash. I don't know if they've seen eBack Clash main coming into the channel and decided that they want to ban him, but there we go. Yeah, welcome eBack. There is a 3-minute delay, by the way, on the stream. So, all right, let's get the bans up on the top of the screen. Oh, almost pressed the wrong button. Almost went to a tactical timeout. Just got to write these bans down. That was Ace and Mira. Coming out from Oni, and then from Athena, we got Maverick and Clash. Okay. Now, as I say, this tonight is a very big game for Oni. Very, very big indeed. We are going to see Ver 6 picking off the floor. Is going on to Thatcher. That's a good choice. Bandit being 6 picked for the castle. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. But we are down in the basement. Are we possibly getting an SSG roam here with the castle in play? I don't think so. We are seeing Mac just remaining downstairs, but we do have 2 players legging it upstairs as quickly as they can. That's going to be Kix and Bison. Bison is going to be shutting down the intel on the top floor. Now, the thing I love about teams such as Athena is even though we're at the end of the league stage, nothing in this for them at all. They can't, there's nothing in it. If they win, yeah, great. They go to first place in the stage and they get a different matchup in the first game that they play in playoffs. But ultimately, there's nothing in this for them. Yet you will still see them putting in the effort. They aren't just going to come here and meme and waste everyone's time with the meme games. They're just going to come in, they're going to play something. Not necessarily going to be strats that they'll want to use during playoffs, but they're going to play something at least that's going to make it entertaining to watch. Now, if you are familiar with the SSG roam and you do spot it early enough, the thing to do is come in, rush through stocks, open up the hatch here, and rush site. And that's exactly what is happening. Stun Grenade is going to take down that rear gate, and the boys are going to just make their way in and try to take control. Mac is going to manage to take down one as Nursing takes down another, though, leaving us in a 3v5 very early on. Shine's going on to drones, not committing with his team. Vea outside on construction, also not committing to that push. You need to push all of your players down there to make those plays, but instead just 2 men went in and they got cleaned up. Shines is going to get into a bit of a gunfight here in Lounge as that player Nerdsync is up on the top of blue and he's going to manage to take down Shines, leaving us in the early 2 versus 5. And we are very quickly here, very early on, taking a look at why people are voting for Athena to take this win tonight rather than Oni. As Athena just are all over it. There was nothing Oni could do there. So a dominating start indeed for Athena. And my game server connection is lost. Okay, we will return. There. I am back. Watch out for tactical timeout requests. Just letting him know. All right. Stream is still up. That's the main thing. You cannot use empty names. What did I do? Oh, I tried to rename something, it seems. All right. So CCTV is going to be the next site. I love having teams that can be on the ball and think about these things for you and go, oh, who's host? Who's host? I'm host. Quick, let's pause it. Brilliant work. Thank you very much, Athena. Very much appreciated. You don't have overlay on, says Ulysses. What are you talking about, my dude?
10 seconds.
To be fair, Carbons, Apollo only forfeited 1 game. Oni forfeited 2. Orphic forfeited 4. Now, there is no current rule in the league for forfeits and the number of them, which means I feel kind of bad just saying to Orphic, hey, GTFO, you forfeited 4 games. But next season, there will be a rule about it. Next season, we'll be saying any more than 2 forfeits, and that's it. You lose your spot in the league. And that will be the rule taking effect. All right, so as we start to attack on CCTV, we are going to get a pretty default... Just what I was talking about from the test server is this alleyway here is now open up to get you to construction. So with the map tweaks, you can just run from here all the way along here by the side of the building, and you don't have to expose yourself unnecessarily to anything dodgy. So I'm looking forward to playing that, and also Bar and Stock, as I talked about earlier. I didn't get the full gist of Bar and Stock. You guys have probably seen the reveal. You probably know better than me what the site looks like. All right. Okay, so Shines has already taken a load of damage. With Join not being here, he is going to be playing on the Ash. And it looks like we're going to get the upside down rappel on the door, whereas Eyebanes gets a fair bit of damage done to him up here in Logistics. Kicks is going to take down Bear as he does get return fire from Real, playing a Savannah up top of the staircase. C4 gets ripped, but it's not going to do any damage at all to any of the players. Although Eyebanes has lost a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that's from when he was entering the top floor earlier on, opening up those rotates to gain access to site. Now, Oni are playing very, very aggressively here. They aren't taking it slow. They are really pushing onto the site and trying to do some damage. Maxink is going to slow down the breach here as he bandit tricks the wall. Real claims, I think, the very first kill for Oni in this game. That is the first kill. Real does manage to get it. Like I said, great clutch master last week. Team kill coming out there from Mac, as Real is the last player standing. I think that probably would have been Real dead if that hadn't have happened. So he got very, very lucky there. But last week he was the clutch master. Let's see if he can turn this one around and put a round on the board for Oni. As they are currently 0-1 at the start. Peeking absolutely everything. Chucking their stun grenades, trying to find his way in. He's got 40 seconds left to go. He's got... Oh no, that's not what you need. He has 1 drone left in the pocket. He could use it to gain some intel, but instead he's choosing to face check. He has diffuser in hand. But he is going to go down at the hands of Maxink, and that is round number 2, won by Athena. And could we be staring down the barrel of a 7-0 victory here for Athena? I wouldn't like to see it. I wouldn't like to see it. But it could happen. Foxy, can someone explain what cap means? Because I'm being confused. I believe it's, Mrs. Toots got you. Mrs. Toots got your back. German Bedroom is going to be the 3rd site to play, the tertiary site. No one going to Bar and Stock in this season, which is absolutely expected. Let's take a look at some statistics for this map based on data from this season. So it's not a lot of data because we haven't been here too much. But Gym and Bedroom currently in this season is 25% attacker favored, 75% defender favored. So 4 times this site gets played, 3 times you expect defenders to win it. It's not impossible for Oni to take this on their first attempt, but it's going to be unlikely. It's going to be unlikely. Clubhouse overall, 58% defender favored. 58%. So not too bad a split. We have better maps. Oregon, I think, is like 52% defender favored in this season so far. And we played there, what, 4 times? So, 58 is not too far off. We have only played here twice, I believe. Twice at most. once Oni versus Vanquish, and then I'm pretty sure we saw Mutiny play it. In fact, I think it was Mutiny against Oni that played Clubhouse. Oni have lost here twice. Let me, I'm going to pull up my stats. And then I can start talking about this sort of stuff a little bit more comprehensively, because there's some interesting numbers to talk about, most likely, as I try to pull it up. But it's going to come up on the wrong screen. It's going to come up on the screen I don't have access to. It's coming up on my game screen. So. Disappointments all around. Disappointments all around. I knew I should have been prepped for that a little bit sooner. All right, so Jackal is going to be responsible for opening up this very vital hole to look into the window there that allows the rotates between the top floor of Garage into CCTV. TX playing down below, very dirty position to play here at the bottom of that ladder. It allows you to get the line of sight onto any players pushing up that staircase in Garage. He's going to pull out the pistol, and he's not going to do enough damage here as he is getting pushed very, very aggressively by Real. And being a hard breacher, they don't really want to lose him, but they are attacking top floors, so he's not essential considering Thermite is on the board. Real's going to start making his way up, but there is a player at the top of that staircase. It's not Logic, it is NerdSync, and he's going to be holding this position, it seems. Flashbangs go out. That one ADS is going to save him, but there are no more ADSs left there to soak them up. Stake 1 is going to go out. It's going to do what it's supposed to do, but he has backed out. Great defensive plays there from NerdSync, baiting out that utility and just moving away. Real is going to push his way up, expecting to find a player there, but he isn't there. Looks like Logic is holding that rotate to support his teammate. Real does go down at the hands of NerdSync, though, who is an absolute gunner. Now, Haynes does have access to the main breach here onto CCTV, but he's going to be very, very slow pushing his way in. He's not going to get through that Saria gate without taking some damage. He will have to use the rotate unless he wants to spend a frag grenade on it. Kix does go down. We do see an Athena player fall, leaving it in a 4 versus 4. Things looking quite balanced at the moment with 1 minute left to go on the clock. NerdSync going to be standing upstairs on that little table, not exposing himself to the drone hole. We have 4 drones in possession of Oni. They need to use them very, very sensibly and find out where NerdSync is, because if they don't, he's likely to pop one in the dome. But Sledge manages to face check it and does find him. He does know where he is, so he's just got to work out how he's going to move him out of position. Bison holding firmly on sight. Psycho all on his own over here over on the balcony as Maxink does fall, but he's not going to get finished off. He's going to make his way in to see if he can get revived by his teammate as NerdSync takes down another life. That's the double kill for Mr. NerdSync as Shines and Vaya do get the 2 quick refrags, leaving us in a 3 versus 2. And for the first time, Oni are actually looking like they might take a round. They've got 2 players left to take out of commission. Bison being here in construction. Plant is started as NerdSync is in construction. Plant is likely to be successful. It's not going to get denied as Vaya is covering the position. Plant goes down 2 versus 2 in a post-plant situation here. NerdSync making his way to the bedroom doorway. C4 from below goes up, but there is no one there to find the kill. Psycho holding position from outside the breach on the balcony. And this looks like it should very rightly go Oni's way as I jinx it. Bison takes down 1. Psycho's going to take a whole load of damage. He manages to down 1. He doesn't need to go to finish off that kill. He just needs to focus on NerdSync. 15 seconds to go. And Psycho, with the quick double at the end there, manages to finish off the round and put one on the board for Oni. Oni are not getting 7-0'd here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well played to Oni for getting in, getting that plant down, and just managing to hold it long enough to take the round. Hey, Jason, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Woken Sync, long time. Thank you very much for the resub. Jackswar, thank you for the resub as well. Very much appreciated. Godly, welcome to the stream, my guy. Long time no see. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm guessing you don't play Siege much anymore. Church and Arsenal. We are going to see Athena returning to their primary site. It's just become unlocked. It makes perfect sense that they're going to want to go back there. I've lost my mouse. There it is. Let's put that over there. And then let's do that. There we go. All right. I just realized I haven't muted the... There we go. Okay. Hopefully that hasn't been audible. Jack's with the positivity on their placement in the league this season. It is better than last season, Jason. Fair play, fair play. Hollow have had a rough 2 seasons, but I appreciate the fact that all throughout, Jason has, well, I say kept a smile on his face. I haven't seen his face, but he's at least sent messages that suggest smiles. So, and at the end of the day, right, it's a game. We don't like to lose, but at the end of the day, it's a game. If you're not performing, you're not performing. It's a team game where you just have to keep working at stuff and get better and learn from your mistakes and bond and build as a team. It's just the way it is. You can't win everything. You can't win everything. Even the top athletes don't win everything. No one wins everything. And when people win everything, generally they're not very popular. People don't like people that win all the time. So, yeah. Just do your best. Win when you can. It's nice to be a winner, but it's nice to be nice. Alright, now 5 versus 5. 45 seconds gone off of the clock. And we've got players just running around everywhere, just desperately just peeking everything they can do to try and find those picks. Hibana S Kairos pellets being sent out. I'm not sure where. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Okay, so what's he using those on? Oh, okay, set them off over here, it looks like. What was that? Thermite. That's a pretty big hole. So I'm guessing that's thermite. Maxing playing down below. Hatch is open already, so possibly that was done with some Hibana X Kairos earlier that I didn't know about. Ooh! Great flick from Vare onto Kicksync. Kicks with the UMP, struggling to find his shots, but Vare doesn't struggle at all. He just spins around, fires a couple of bullets, and it's good night Kicksync. 5 versus 4, and Oni looking pretty strong right now as they are 5-4 up. Real is going to get into a bit of a gunfight from up above. That's the player upstairs on the top floor. This guy has ridiculously high sensitivity as Shines is going to take down Maxink downstairs at the bottom of the main staircase. Real's going to be pushing up to find that player. That is going to be Mozzie, who's going to make his way into logistics to be able to cover the kitchen. He does take down Bear from above, but Real is going to cover it. As he spins around, he does get caught out by Nursing. Plant is going down in the 3 versus 3. Vyzen takes 1. 3 versus 2. Psycho is going to get the plant off, it seems. And the plant is down, but Eyebanes is going to be the last man standing as Psycho does get killed immediately after the plant. Eyebanes speaking absolutely everything he can do, but he's going to get taken down by the shotgun of Vyzen. And in the post-plant, it is going to be a three-man take on that diffuser. And Athena are going to take the win. A bold and valiant effort coming out from Oni. Trying as hard as they might to assert some dominance over Athena. They do manage to get the plant in, which was absolutely sterling work from them. But Psycho, unfortunately, falling as soon as it's hit the floor. He got his 100 points at least. And then we see our man Eyebanes trying to hold on to it for as long as possible against those 3 players, but just didn't have the gun power to pull it off. Especially not against shotgun in close quarters. And Athena managed to take another one. Godly, how you been? Yeah, all right, thank you. All right. I have accidentally turned... The overlay's gone on and off. I think... Oh, it's because I... It's because I went to the intermission screen. It takes it off automatically. But I put it back on. It was up there at the start. It was just when I went to the intermission after round 1 it disappeared. Revolve, welcome to the stream. Hey, #1 champ in the house. Well, ex-#1 champ. Always #1 champ in our hearts, Revolve. Always the #1 champ in our hearts. Alright, so Nursing running around in the bedroom. Locking down this side of the map, west side. CCTV is the site getting played. It is Athena's secondary site. They are going to stick it. Now, yeah. Actually, I think it's Mozzie that skin's banned on. I think it's banned on Valkyrie. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's White Birch. I can't remember if it banned it or not. It is up to Oni to protest it. Which I would like to do something about next season, perhaps. Try and get more admin views and opinions on these things. Alright, so EMPs are going out. Psycho's going to come up and try to get that wall. Maxink does go for the bandit trick, but the utility from below is going to push him back. He gets that. Oh, just in the nick of time. incredible bandit tricking there from Maxink as Real does take down Kicks. That leaves us in a 4 versus 4 as things are a bit more even now. We're going to get Veya rappelling up to the roof, checking those cams for his teammates. Real is going to take a little bit of damage playing down below on Iana. Got no grenades left in the pockets. Use them all on that floor as he sends in that Gemini to try to find what's going on. Bandit still trying to trick. I mean, he's right there. But Mac is going to manage to stay alive somehow with Iana down below. I think the sensitivity of Real's controller is causing some issues, possibly. If he slowed down his sensitivity a little bit, I think he'd be doing a little bit better in that attempt to stop the Bandit. Now we're going to have Veya trying to watch that run out, just in case anyone tries to get a little bit excitable and run out of that breach. Vyzen holding on to... No, that's not the play, Vyzen, my dude. That's not the play. He has an idea someone's coming. He's getting ready. That's why evac loses everything on purpose. Yeah, exactly. If you do badly, people like you. People love underdogs. Alright, so Eyebanes is going to get taken out outside the construction window. Is he going to get finished off? Nursing is going to push forward to finish that kill. Real down below, still trying to do something from underneath, but he's not going to be successful as his teammates are falling all around him. Logic Sync with the 2-piece just at the end there, taking one on the balcony, swinging around, taking out the one there in the doorway. That's another one on the board for Athena as they are just racking up the rounds. This could be a very, very quick game tonight. It's not going to be a 7-0, but it could be a 7-1 at this point. Now, we are going to see Athena head back to the tertiary site, which is gym and bedroom. Arguably, this is Oni's best chance. Well, it's their only chance of making it a 4-2 split, to be fair, at the end of the first half. But it is their best chance of putting more rounds on the board. With the way Athena are currently performing. When we see them switch over and go on to onto defense, they might do better on defense. They picked attack, so you'd assume that they would be best on attack, but at the moment, Athena are just outplaying them hugely. Hugely. Oh, I so want to get my... Can't though. Right, if I click around here, maybe that does it for me. I want to try to get these stats so I can give you guys intel. But I don't think I'm going to get it. No. It's the problem with a multi-screen setup. Is that when something opens on the wrong screen, you're kind of stuffed. I would change my casting screen so that I could get access to the stats, but it will cause stream issues if I do that. So I'm just going to leave it. But Maxink is going to continue with his bandit tricking with this extended hold over here onto CCTV and cache. I mean, they pretty much set up a cache CCTV defense, to be fair, with very little going over here except for these 2 reinforcements and this single reinforcement that you'd normally have a mirror window on. All the standard holes opened up, standard rotate. Or full rotate at least, as Shines is going to take down one with the G8. You gotta love the G8. Real gets one of his own, and this is just the site that Oni are much better on. All starting to get opened up into CCTV. Kix is going to push up onto that a little bit aggressively, hoping to find someone as they come in. Drones are going to go out. Kix hears it. But the Mozzie Pest picks it up, and the drone does not find out where Kixink is. But no one is going to push in through that hole anyway. Real has dropped down below and is going to rotate around another way. Is it going to push that breach? He's going to try to play a little bit more sensibly. As Nerting playing over in logistics, he's going to use that gas grenade to try to deny the drop. He spots the drone and does... Well, he was going to take it out, but it just jumped away. Gas grenades continue to go out, but there is no one there. Now, the problem with the gas grenade there is that it's only going to do a couple of ticks of damage. You drop through it and, you know, that's it. If you're on full health, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Grenade getting cooked, getting dropped, but there is no player there to get hurt by it. Nursing holding onto this window here on the central stairs. As we get one player rappelling upside down on it. Shines has left. We are in a 4 versus 3. I think Shines was dead anyway, so it's not a big loss right now other than intel. More drones getting taken out here by the boys on Athena. 4 versus 3, and Kixink, if he doesn't get taken out of play here on this first floor, he could be a huge pain in the ass for Oni as they try to push their way into sight. Veya has diffuser. There's one player nearby that he has to worry about, and that is nursing, and he does. Oh no! Oh no! iBanes is going to earn the Overcooked achievement for killing himself with his very own grenade. Athena are going to take yet another round, and they manage to get the win this time. On Gym and Bedroom, putting them at a 5-1 lead at the end of the first half. Hey, Jews Moo, welcome to the stream to you as well. All right, so as we switch sides, let's change the things there. Athena are going to go on to attack. Now, Athena are very competent on attack. They have some absolute gunners. Absolute gunners.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Mrs. 2 always hears me. Always hears me.
Bomb located by attackers.
Foxy doesn't know his slag. That is very, very important. Revolve with the... I'm not flexing. Well, whatever. All right. Now, CCTV and Cash. Let's see what Oni are going to bring out. Now, unlike Athena, Oni don't have to hide strats. They do not have to hide strats. They're not going to playoffs, so they can show something different to what Athena would have been showing if they want to, if they've got anything. And that could be the difference here as they move over onto defense. It is worth remembering that Athena, they won't want to show too much because they won't want people who are in playoffs against them seeing what they're likely to do in playoffs. So they'll be playing basic ranked strats and just old Pro League stuff or Season 1, Season 2, whatever. Whereas Oni do not have that restriction, so they can afford to mix it up. But it looks like we are going to see pretty standard stuff. We've got standard reinforcements here on the main wall. We've got Vyzen and Mac up here ready together to do some work. There is nothing stopping that wall from getting open, so Mac is just going to stroll on up and take control of it as Real is going to make his way down to... Oh, and we got a push straight in from Vyzen, who's playing Sledge Shotgun. He's going to push up close onto Legion, but Legion's going to take him down. Excellent play there from Psycho. Considering how close a range that was, that should have been Vyzen's win. But no, it goes to Psycho as they're holding on to the catwalks, going to take down the drones. Mozzie Pests are going to be picked up by Shine so you can start using them in more useful places. It's important to use that utility to shut off the areas that you need to deny. At this point in the round, you know no one's coming that way, or very likely no one's coming that way, so use that utility elsewhere to make the most of it. iBane's holding on, trying to take down whoever comes through that breach, but he does miss. Gas grenade goes out. Is he going to pull it? He's not going to pull it, but even if he does, it's not going to stop the plant because the plant is going on right in the breach. They need to push it aggressively as iBanes does take down Kicks, but the plant is successful. Shines is the last man standing. He gets taken out by Nursing. Oh. And that puts Athena onto match point 6-1 here. At the end of round number 7, we go into round number 8. Only getting the gamer score with the Overcooked. Yeah. It's a shame they can't add it to their real game score. All right, Church and Arsenal is going to get played, and potentially this is the last sight we'll see. I'm holding out hope here that Oni are going to turn it around and show us something. Like I said, when we saw them play against Vanquish, they got 7-0'd, and they did look lost. I'm sorry, Oni. All respect to you, my German friends, but you looked lost on the map quite a few times. And when I say lost, I mean, obviously not literally lost. You knew where you were going. But the things that Vanquish are doing, I mean, we saw a situation... I hate harping back to it, but we saw a situation where we had a player out here on the balcony with the diffuser. 30 seconds left to go. Breach wasn't open. The breach couldn't get opened because the bandit battery is not being taken down. And one player pushing in on his own up here on the garage staircase, and he just couldn't get in. That wall was denied. Didn't get open. 20 seconds left to go. Last player left standing out here all on his own. And he'd been stood there for like a minute and a half maybe. And it was just an unfortunate thing where no one was going around to help him. Ash could have come in downstairs and taken down the batteries from underneath as you would, but she didn't. It just took a minute for anything to happen. And it's things like that where you kind of feel like, what is Oni doing? This is the basic stuff that you need to be pulling off. And things haven't improved too greatly in this matchup we see. So Maxink is going to come down, just open this wall straight up. You could put bandit batteries on it, but it doesn't do anything. You just shoot them through the drone hole. I expect to see Athena playing very, very aggressively here because they've got the rounds, they've got the gunpowder, they've got the comfort. Even if they lose, it's no skin off Athena's nose. I don't see them really... I was going to say I don't really see them trying too hard, but they are ticking the boxes. They are ticking the boxes. 2 ex-Kairos on the hatch just in case of an impact trick. Second one goes out. We've got Logic droning from behind nursing. We are getting full try-hard mode here from Athena, and I do like the passion and the commitment to the game from these boys. It's what makes competitive so good. It's nice to have fun every now and then, but also we do like to see people remaining competitive. Psycho's going to be holding onto Dirt Tunnel. We do have that opened up for a late rotate should it be needed. Maxink's going to be watching the flanks as Real does take down 1. 5 versus 4, and Oni do have control. Real is going to get droned out. They know where he is. There's a player right here in stocks. That is going to be Thatcher getting fired upon by the player in blue, but there is going to be a flank player coming around from the back, and that's going to be Logic Sync, who does take down Real. 1 player caught on drones running down blue. He's going to find himself in a gunfight any moment now, I expect. No, he's not going to get pressured, actually. He's not going to get pressured. Ven knows that someone was over in garage, but he isn't coming that way. Thatcher's just getting ready to drop. He doesn't give a damn about the player in blue. He's just sitting there holding and waiting, as Ibanes is just waiting, predicting the drop. 4 versus 4, 1 minute left to go. Diffuser is in the hands of no attackers. Where has the diffuser been dropped, we ask ourselves? Right here in the middle of nowhere. It is not in a position to get picked up by any attackers other than Kix playing on Thatcher. So it's either going to be a last moment run out to pick it up from Kix, or we are just going to get a play for kills. That's the end of that little plan as we go to a 4 versus 3 with Vare taking down 1. Mac is going to get himself into a gunfight as he tries to push into sight. He has no diffuser, so he is going to have to play for these kills, as it looks like he accidentally switched the firing mode on his gun. All that was actually was the reinforcement. It was the reload, wasn't it? As he finally just clicks the clip into place that I saw there. Logic looking through the hole, trying to get those picks. Nursing just coming up to join his teammates round on Moto Hatch. It looks like Maxink going for that diffuser. 20 seconds left to go. This is a bold play. He's going to have to drop through Hatch and Kitchen and go for it. Jaeger's going to come waltzing through that doorway as Maxink tries to hold him back. Logic Sync takes down Psycho. Maxink, last man standing with diffuser in hand. Only choice is Kitchen Hatch, but there are players down there waiting. They know what's coming. Mac is just going to sit back, bide his time. And we are going to see Oni win a round based on time itself. Not a win the way Oni would want it, but a win is a win at this point in the game. 6-2 is the current scoreline. Oni have a huge mental challenge to get past. A huge mental challenge, as they need to put some more rounds on the board. Every round at this moment in time just feels like it's possibly Oni's last in this league, considering relegation. Now, there are still chances for Oni, possibly. You know, if teams disband between now and between now and next season, maybe there's a spot for Oni. It's not the way they'd want to make it through to the next season, but, you know, it's a possibility. You would argue that the top teams of challenges have more of a right to the position because of success rates in challenges, less forfeits, for example. But, you know, we'll see what happens in between seasons. We'll see what happens. Only forfeited twice, so by next season's rules, they would still be in the league with 2 forfeits. Alright, 5 versus 5. 10 seconds left to go in potentially the very last round. Psycho is going to pre-place his bandit batteries. He isn't going to trick them. Real with the reinforcements there. Playing on the mezzanine, or the catwalk as it's called, with the double ADS setup. checking the cams, giving the intel to his teammates, as every other player is just going to be walking around waiting, trying to find those kills. Random bullets go through blue there in case there's a spawn peeker, but there isn't. But that is going to alert Vea's attention to some presence outside, but no one is going to come that way, as Logic and Vyzen have already made their way over to the garage doorway. Looking like we're getting a rappel up here from Vyzen. He's not even going to bother rappelling up, he's just going to chuck that EMP out. One is going to get taken out. That's one bandit battery dead. Psycho is going to successfully trick Max Thermite. Now, is he going to be successful a second time? There's only one more Thermite charge in the pocket, and that is the only hard breach capability now left, as Kicks does fall at the hands of Shines. Mac is going to send a little flank drone down just in case, trying to make sure that there's no one there. We do see Wamai down below. Wamai does carry impacts but not C4s. But those impacts could be very, very important as Bear does make his way back up. Battery is placed. Utility goes out. It is still possible for Psycho to get there, but he isn't going to go for it. And that wall is going to get opened up, but it isn't the ideal side of the wall. Normally you want this side open because it allows you a freer watch over the plant over here from this part of the map. Should you choose to. Should you choose to. It's not vital, but it does make things just a little bit handier. 4 versus 4s. We've got Ver downstairs on the first floor, roaming around, trying to get some denies in. We've got Real playing upstairs on catwalk, still holding it down, taking down those drones. Irebanes does manage to take down Maxink as he just rushes in through that breach, and he is going to be holding onto these stairs here. Shine's holding a cheeky little hole. This I like. I like this, but I don't think anyone's going to come that way, as Nursing has picked up Diffuser, but he does get dropped immediately, with Logic and Vyzen being the last 2 players left standing on the attack. Vyzen has site control. He's going to take down Real, evening things up just a little bit more. C4 does get ripped, but it's not going to do any damage to Vyzen because he's well out of the way. But Vyzen does come in and clean up the kill onto Shines, leaving us in a 2 versus 2. Diffuser not in the hands of the attackers. 45 seconds left to go. Plenty of time left. Still possible for Athena to make something happen and win this round and take the game. But Diffuser's downstairs, and as long as Vea is sitting here watching it, it's going to be very tricky for Athena to do much, because with 30 seconds left to go, Vea is the last man standing. Logic Sync runs in. Vyzen is in as well, trying to look for the kill. But they don't know where he is. Vea gets that pick through that window. They now know where he is. Vyzen's going to be jumping over, but Vea has had it away on his toes, and he is just going to pull back and try to wait and bide the time. But Vyzen's going to push it. Vea's actually going to try to go for the kill, which on the one hand could be a mistake, but he is going to win that gunfight and come off with the round on the side of Oni. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oni looking a little bit stronger here on defense. A little bit stronger. That was very close though. Vea had a couple of choices. One was push away much further from the site to make sure he stays alive, but the risk there of course is that the player could go for the diffuser, get upstairs and plant before Vea knows anything about it. Alternatively, he could have taken the gunfight. He took the gunfight, he won it. It was a risky play to make. Personally, for me, and this is why I'm not a champ, I guess, is I probably would have continued backing out and made a play for the bar, gym and bedroom stairs, rotate fully up through the site. Even if I was being followed, hoping to get away. If I wasn't being followed, the player's going for diffuser, and he's got to make his way all the way back up garage staircase, get into the site, start to plant. You know he's going to be in CCTV because of the time, so it should be an easy denial. That's the play I would have made. I wouldn't have taken that gunfight like Vea did, but Vea had the confidence and he won it, so fair play to him. And we do see a third site coming out from Oni. They're going to go to gym and bedroom. Let's see what kind of setup we will get coming out. It is the standard setup that you'd expect to come into play with a mirror on the board, but there is no mirror, so mirror isn't going to be used. I do like the use of frost mats underneath these vault holes. It's the kind of thing where in the last moment, people will just rush in, vault over, fall into the trap, and be like, ah, damn it, there's a trap. Poggers. It's just the way it works. Now, shield, this is becoming a lot more common, having a shield placed there, allowing you to just sit here and watch over the gym. You are protected from the window because, of course, that is a bulletproof mattress and wooden board standing behind it. So you are perfectly safe there. You do have the quick rotation into logistics should you need it. Breaching charge is going to open up the hatch into logistics. as Real is going to aggressively hold on to this hatch. Now, Kicksync standing upstairs, holding on to the windows in case of a possible jump out, which is unlikely to come. Logic is going to lose that drone. Nursing playing down below, trying to push anyone out of position. As Ver does rotate round and he gets through there quite safely with his life. He's going to use this rotate to make his way back to his teammate and just get back to sight, holding the angles on the hatch as he pulls towards the sights and his teammates. Now, Maxink already has control here of CCTV, opening up the windows, ready for the jump out, so that they can rotate if needed. Going to open up this wall. I don't know if that's necessary. Real is going to come around to try to peek it, but Kix is going to take him down. 4 versus 5. Control, when it comes to man count, is going to go in favor of Athena now, especially as Logic takes down another one. That's important utility from Jaeger taken out of play, but his utility's already been put down, I suspect, so it's not a big loss. But it is a loss of a gun. Frost, yeah, her mats are played. That's it. Maxing takes down 1. This is the beginning of the end for Oni, it does look like, as we are in a 5 versus 2. Irebanes is going to be holding on to the toilets here as he opens fire onto Hibana. He does some damage, but it's not enough. Shines is going to be playing here on the top of the bedroom stairs. But people, we have to say, this is looking like it's going to be it. It's looking like it's going to be it. Shines has control of Diffuser, but he has 3 gunners to fight against. But he's not going to be able to win against 1 as they just surround him completely and lock it down with a 7-3 win. Well played there to Athena and Oni. A valiant effort from Oni, doing much better there than they managed to do against Vanquish. Not the win they needed, but still, they put in a brave, brave showing. Very good. That's what we like to see. All right, now, what do we want? This is what we want. Okay. So that is it. That is the end of the league stage, and we now begin to prep